Today is Monday, November 18th, and hopefully everybody is having a good start off to their day. I just got in from school today, and yeah, today has been a busy day as usual. Had a lot going on in there and whatnot, so I pretty much got the rest of the day free to myself now. So I had some time to come up on here and holler at y'all. Like, I haven't did a video. It's been a little minute, man. Like, life been busy as fuck. But yeah, like it's been a lot going on in the streets as usual online with the motherfucking celebrities and shit. But when you got your own life and you actually like working on shit that you have going on for yourself, it's kind of hard to keep up with these motherfucking people and see what the fuck is going on with them and shit. But you know, I got some time today. I got some time today to come up here and lay my thoughts and opinions to some things that's going on out here. One of the things I want to get into today is fucking baddies. Baddies, man. Yo, yesterday was fucking Summer Sunday. Summer Sunday, man. Shout out to the new baddie Summer because when I say she's giving these motherfucking girls hell, she giving them motherfucking bitches hell on that show. And yes, I found the girl to be very annoying when I first met the girl in the first episode. She was just doing way too much. And she can come off as annoying as fuck and like pretty much like on some DTB type shit. Like trying to come up on the house just doing too much, getting on everybody's nerves. Like don't nobody really got an issue with you, but everybody like don't got time for the shit that you on there doing. Like just shut up. Like her voice just got so annoying. But when I say the bitch don't give a fuck, no, she don't. She just keep running her mouth no matter how much she got her ass beat. Like, and I can't be mad at that. Like it's quite entertaining. I must say it is quite entertaining. But before I even like get too deeper into Summer and stuff, like let's run through the episode from the top. So we start the episode off with the newbies. The new girls been on here showing the fuck out. They already off the bus. They done whooped each other's asses on the bus. And when they got off the bus, they been fighting in the motherfucking field. So before any of the OGs can even come up in the house, the new girls been already in there scrapping, throwing hands and shit. Like it's been a mess. It's been quite a fucking mess. We start the episode off with Yoshi and Summer. So by this point, Summer done already ran a couple fades. She done already fought the girl Ivory and whatnot, and she done already had her in the house getting herself together and stuff because the girl wig was ripped off. It was a mess on that first episode. So the girl Yoshi, the little skinny one, little skinny, little petite joint, that's the one that Summer ended up getting into the fight with on this episode when the episode first came on. So they do their little joint and whatnot, and Summer actually whooped her ass. Summer whooped that little girl ass, yo. And I wasn't mad at that because somebody got her ass whooped. She got her ass whooped by Anna. She got her ass whooped by Ivory. She got her ass whooped by Pretty P. She got her ass whooped by pretty much all the new girls and every fucking body on the bus. Like everybody was tired of Summer. So by this point, I'm like, yo, like the girl, she getting out there again? Okay. But she did that. She got the girl all on the fucking ground. She whooped her ass on the ground and shit. Like I'm like, god damn. So she can't fight. I must say that, no, the girl can't fight, but she do get out there. And she was out there swinging and throwing hands with the little Yoshi joint. And I got to give it to her. She got her one in with that one. And I'm like, all right, at least Summer got that fight in. People could say, like, it's because the girl Yoshi was, like, really, really small and, like, they wasn't in the same weight class or whatever. But Summer really is not that much. Like, she ain't that thick to be like, oh, she too big for the girl. No, we got little girls on there, skinny Jones on baddies that's holding their own. So size in that case doesn't really make that much of a difference. So the girl Yoshi just got her ass whooped. So Summer won that round. I will say that. The next fight that we ended up getting into was Ivory versus Lex. Now, Big Lex is what she call herself, but ain't nothing big about the girl. She's skinny as shit. But the bitch is bad. Lex pretty as fuck. Like, Lex is really, really pretty. She young, she cute. She ain't, like, on there doing too much, and she ready to hold her own. Like, Lil Jon throwing hands on there. I'm like, okay. Like, I ain't mad at her. Like, when Ivory and her, did that first round on the last episode, she held her own against Ivory. Like, I want to say, like, if you looked at it from one angle, you could have said that Ivory was fucking her up. But if you looked at it from another angle, you could have said that Big Lex was fucking her up. Like, she held her own, even when Ivory had slung her around and shit. So they get into it on this round, and Lex coming in, boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Like, she throwing her hands. Like, she ain't holding no hair. She ain't on no shit. Like, no, she throwing hands out there. And Ivory trying to swing her and shit. And Ivory out there doing her thing too. But no, Lex bopped her ass the fuck up. I'm sorry. Lex out bopped her ass the fuck up. I'm not even gonna lie. I was fucking with Lex. I was feeling with the shit that she coming through. She pretty, she skinny, and she ain't getting her ass whooped by no big bitches and whatnot. I enjoyed the little Lex and Ivory thing. And I get that fight to Lex. Like, it's a lot of people on there that's going to probably say that Ivory won that fight just because they fuck with Ivory from Now That's TV and say she be whooping shit, her track record, this, that, and the third. But when she got out there with the Lil Jon, I feel like she thought she was going to whoop the Lil Jon ass. But that's not what happened. That's not how it went down at all. The Lil Jon was actually out there holding her own on Ivory. Like, I'm like, all right, Lex, okay, you pretty, you throwing your hands, all right. You did your big one out there, okay. I was fucking with that, so... That round, I give that round to Lex. There wasn't no tie, whatnot. No, I'm giving that round to Big Lex. You not fucking with Lex. Sorry, Ivory. You're not fucking with her. You think you is, but you're not really fucking with Lex. So the next fight that ended up happening on the episode was Ivory versus Jayla. So by this point, this is when the fucking Natalie comes in. The baddies is getting off the bus and whatnot. She all like, they like, hey, baddies, and looking around. You know, y'all know how Natalie do. Oh, hey, what's going on over here? Whatnot? All the fake surprise and shit. You know these bitches in here scrapping and throwing hands. You already know what's going on. But she looking around. She like, hey, what's up and whatnot. So, you know, the new Jones, they running their phase. After they ran their phase and whatnot, Ivory ended up calling Jayla out. And now, a lot of people don't like Jayla. And I can understand that to a certain degree because Jayla do a lot. She do, like, people say that she thinks she got hands and shit, and she do a lot sometimes. But Jayla be out there standing on her business, y'all. Like, Jayla don't duck no fades. Jayla to actually get out there and throw hands. She don't pull no hair. That she be throwing them hands and shit. Like, and she be fucking bitches up. So, I like Jayla. I don't really give a fuck what a lot of the fans and shit gotta say. I fuck with Jayla, and like as she normally do, when Ivory called her out, she ain't duck no fade at all. She took her chain off, and she said, "Let's run it." Now I'm gonna get into some. Jayla is ducking one of these fades, but we gonna get into that in a second. So she get out there with Ivory, and quite frankly, they really ain't do too much, honestly. Like, it was kind of like a little lock-in and whatnot. Ivory was trying to hit her like this, and Jayla, like, really, it was really like both of them, their heads was locked in, so it really wasn't that much of a fight. Like, I can't get around to even one of them. All I will say is that, like, okay, Jayla got out there, she got called out, she wasn't ducking no fade, she wasn't no bitch ass, she wasn't bitching about nothing, she got out there and did what she had to do. So in that aspect, okay, I was fucking with that. But then right after that, they ended up saying like they ain't really had no big issue with each other. Like I think Ivory just wanted to get some shit off her chest. It looked like she just called somebody out of all the OGs, and I quite frankly didn't understand where the beef came from with Jayla and Ivory. Like, so maybe I missed some shit online that was said between the two. But they shook hands afterwards. Like, so, and that's what a lot of the time, that's what they do on Baddies anyway. They'll get they fight out for the cameras or whatnot. And then they shake hands if they really know it ain't that deep and they can just move on from the situation and whatnot. All right, they did it for the camera. They just to get it out. And that's just pretty much what happened with the Jayla and Ivory shit. I'm like, all right, I don't really feel too much about that. They did it. It was cool. Whatever. Moving on. So after that, after Ivory called out Jayla, another new girl stepped out to call one of the OGs out. So the little chocolate joint, Bad Dolly, she steps out and she calls Anna out. So I ain't know where that came from, but apparently she felt some way because Anna was laughing or some old shit. Quite frankly, the reason really was quite stupid. And that's why Anna ain't fight her. Anna did duck that fade. Anna was like, all right, like, what am I fighting you for? Like, I don't really feel like I have no issue with you. Like, it really ain't that big of a deal. This is another instance where I feel like the newbies was just calling out some of the OGs just to call them out because they try and get on the show and they try and show people what they got and whatnot. But it really wasn't that necessary. And quite frankly, I'm not mad at Anna like ducking that fade. Like some people probably gonna say Anna was bitching or whatnot, but Anna do her thing on a regular. Anna snaps and pops off on a regular. Like if with her particularly, if she feel like it ain't that deep with one of the chicks and whatnot, and she don't really feel like she wanna fight the girl, this some stupid ass beef and whatnot, Anna can. All right, fuck it. I'm not too mad at that. That ain't really how they feeling about Biggie, and that's quite frankly how I'm not really feeling that shit with Biggie either, because Biggie, you want some shit. But we gonna get into that in a second. So that they pretty much moved on. Honestly, like she not fighting her, and she ain't really want shit to do with it. So Anna did duck that fade, but I'm not mad at it. Like it felt like the girl Bad Dolly was kind of just looking for some shit to like start with one of the OGs anyway. So. Oh, ain't nothing like water. I swear to God. So, moving on from that, that's when we got Pretty P versus Tank and Diamond. Now, they didn't jump her. Both of them did get their little one-on-one. One of them snuck her and whatnot, but it wasn't a jump. The way this all had went down because the Joan Pretty P had called out Diamond. I don't really know what the fuck she called Diamond out for. Apparently, Diamond was talking some shit, but whatever the reason was, she called out Diamond. And everybody was like, hold up, wait, no, Diamond, what you calling her out for? Like, Diamond lip ball split and whatnot. They on some shit like they OGs, like, what you trying to fight her for? So, the John like, no, step out here, Diamond, I want you, this, that, and the third, So, Tankabella, the one that Diamond ran back-to-back fades with Diamond ain't really fucking with Tank when it comes to them hands or whatnot. But Tank, they cool now. Tank and Diamond and DTB, they buddies. They cool. So Tank was like, nah, like, what you calling her out for? Nah, her lip split. I got you, sis. I'ma run that fade for you. And when Tank said, I'ma run that fade, I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, that's Philly for you. Okay, Philly, stand the fuck up because, okay, yeah, like, she riding. Like, that's how the fuck we rock in this city. Like, when you fuck with, you got one of your homies or whatnot. Like, that's your dog. They ain't ready to fight. Yeah, you gonna run that fade for him. So, I'm like, all right, cool. Tank about to get out here. Tank normally do her thing anyway. It ain't too many fights that Tank lose. I do feel like she be putting her head down, but she do be dicking shit. So Tank and Pretty P get out there, and I'm like, all right, let's see. They start throwing their hands and shit, and Tank dicking her. As I'm watching shit, I'm like, dicker, Tank. Got all on the wall and whatnot. I'm like, okay. The John Pretty P was holding her own. She was holding it. She ain't get her ass beat. It wasn't like a beat the fuck down, but Tank pretty much rushed her. You know, Tank did her thing, her rush John. And I don't think P was really able to hold and withstand for it or whatnot. So that was the round one and whatnot. So I don't think Pretty P was satisfied with it. She like, no, we gonna run it again and whatnot. So they get out there about to run it again. And that's when Diamond runs up from the back and start hitting her from the back and shit. And at first I was like, hold up, Diamond, what you sneaker for? Like, hold up, she called you out. Like, you ain't had the sneaker. Like, what the fuck? But then I had that second thought when Diamond did the confessional and was like, okay, no, she called me out first. I just ran up on her. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Personally, I feel like you should have just called her out and you could have got a fair one like that. And even Tasiki in the confessionals was like, Diamond should have stayed her ass out of it. Yeah, she should have, but fuck it. Fuck it. She got called out and now she out here. She about to get out here too. And I was like, all right, at this point, I'm in full throttle entertainment mode. This is a fucking mess. These new girls is really OGs versus newbies and shit. So, after Diamond snuck her from the back, I think Pretty P was just mad as shit because, all right, you losing fights at every round. Tank and Diamond, they all, yeah, that's how we rocking. They dancing and shit. They all in the fucking vibe. They hype because they rocking. They got each other back this and whatnot. I'm like, all right. I'm hype. Okay, I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with the new friendship that y'all have formulated with each other. We'll see where that goes. And so, Pretty P wanted to fight again. So Tank got out there with her. They did another round. And this was a fair one. A fair one-on-one with her and Tank. And Tank dicked her. It was just like, all right, at this point, baby, you losing. At this point, get her some water. Get the girl out the ring. Get out of here. Like, okay, like, it's done. So that was the DTB Tank Pretty P shit. And then, oh my god, it was so many fights. Them bitches was getting it in out in the field. They just ran fade for fade out it was out in the backyard in the field. It was looked like a little battle royale. And they had them in a circle and whatnot in the grass, wig snatching, hit shoes off and shit. It was quite entertaining, I must say. Then we get Emma, one of the newbies, another newbie, calling out another OJ, Scotty. Somebody finally called Scotty ass to the floor. Because Scotty ain't really been in no shit since last season when she tried to run up on Gretch and whatnot. And then the other season when she was fucking fighting Anna round for round. And Scotty and Anna whooped her ass and whatnot round for round. Now, yeah, I will say Scotty was standing on her shit in Baddies East when she was running around for rounds. But she lost every round. And then her little shit that she did with Gretchen and whatnot, it was cute, but it really wasn't nothing. Both little it didn't amount to anything. So somebody else called Scotty the fuck out. And the reason behind it is just because she said that Scotty is boring. Emma literally said, Scotty, I want you. I'm here to take your spot. You boring. You're not giving it what needs to be given and whatnot. So everybody was on some shit like, really? You want to fight her because she boring? Like that, and it is a dumb reason. Let's be real. That is a dumb reason. You think a bitch is boring, you don't really got no beef with her, but you just want her because she boring and you want a spot. Okay, it is giving hater, it is giving you really secretly a fan and shit. But and you just looking for something, you just looking for a spot. And that is quite corny. And like on some real shit. In the entertainment aspect, yes, Scotty is boring. She's pretty. She's very pretty. And she gives looks. And she is unproblematic. Like, she's like sweet girl, pretty girl, and whatnot. But this is a fight show. We not just gonna sugarcoat what the fuck is going on here. This is ratchet TV. These bitches is on here throwing hands left and right, talking shit. The wigs are snatched. That's pretty much the point of the entire show. Like, it's not. So for Scotty to not really be getting into anything or nobody to really be calling Scotty out, at some point somebody's going to say like, all right, Scotty, you got to earn your keep. You got to earn your fucking shit too. With the John saying she just want her spot, I just feel like we all know what the rumors are with Scotty and Lemmy and shit. So you trying to be another one of Lemmy's girls. You trying to be another one of them. You trying to get put on a pedestal where you don't got to fight the fuck either. Because that's why the fuck Scotty ain't on there fighting. Because Scotty don't have to fight. Scotty don't have to. She's pretty and she's boss's baby. So in that aspect, baby, you're not Scotty. And Biggie, we gonna get to Biggie. But yeah, so that's why the girl called her out. And I'm like, all right. Scotty wasn't scared. She was like, I'm boring. She stepped up. I will say that. Scotty did step up to the plate. And it wasn't as hype and wretched as the other girls, but it was Scotty. It was her doing her own little thing. It was her giving her opinions and like giving how she want to giving it up with the girls. So that happened. I ain't gonna lie, I was just laughing. I'm like, look at fucking Scotty up here about to fight. Okay, let me see what's about to happen and how the fuck this is gonna go down. So Scotty called the girl out. She like, all right, come on, baby, what's up? At first, she really wasn't trying to do shit, but I'm like, all right, she like, all right, baby, come on, what's up? They get out there, they do their little 1-2. Like, it probably was like 3 or 4 or 5 swings or whatnot. And security was holding the girl back. So it do look like Scotty did boop bop. Cause I was like, okay, Scotty did her little thing. But for real, the security was holding Emma back. So it really they didn't even give her a chance to like, you know what I'm saying, boop, boop, bop or anything like that. So, and if the security was not holding the girl back, we really would have got to see like, okay, who won this fight or like what really was going to go down or whatever. And we know the girl was probably going to whoop Scotty ass. But Scotty was, hold on, she was throwing her hand. She was trying to do a little something out there. She was trying to prove herself. But they tried to do like another round 2, and like I said, security was holding the girl back, and that's why Scotty appeared to be able to get the best of Emma. So we gonna see like later in the episode, like later in the season, because I think they get to do another round. They showed in the previews for the next episode, but so we really gonna be able to see like, all right, if Scotty really hold her own and whatnot, or if the girl gonna whoop her ass and shit. So we will see. But far as that, security, y'all really, if y'all gonna protect certain girls and not let certain girls get in the paint for real, because either they're whatever the reason, they OG or they EP or just for whatever, y'all can't do that to everybody. Y'all gotta let these girls run at least 5-10 seconds, get their little boop boop in, and then all right, pull them apart so don't nobody get hurt too bad. But to just holding people arms back while other people just boop bop in their face and shit, that's corny. The fans, we have eyes. We can see what the fuck is going on. We can clearly see that somebody's being held back and somebody else is, able to get the better of them only because they're being held back. And that's not fair. It's not. So, Scotty, we'll see. But it was cute watching her out there trying to prove herself. After that, Lex, the new girl that was out there fighting Ivory and whatnot, she called out Jayla. Now this is where I say Jayla ducking fades now at this point, because the girl called her out multiple times the entire time out there on the field. Jayla stepped up, but security got in the middle. And Jayla said, do not hold me back and do not protect me and whatnot. But security, I don't know, for whatever reason, maybe they had to get to their book in. Maybe they was told to protect certain OGs and not let certain OGs get too fucked up and whatnot. I don't know. But security did not let that go down. And Jayla and Lex was not able to even really, they wasn't able to get shit in. They did not fight. They didn't even fucking fight. So, I feel like Jayla had multiple opportunities to step out behind, run around security, run up on a girl. It was multiple opportunity. It looked like Jayla was ducking that particular fade. I want to say maybe she saw what Lex was out there doing. I don't know. It's given Jayla don't really want it with Lex, because Lex little, but she is out there throwing hands. And they like the same fucking size. So I don't really know why Jayla's not getting out there with Lex. It's not making sense to me, but okay. They didn't fight. In the next episode, it looked like Lex called her out again. And, it really didn't amount to anything. Like they still didn't fight. So, that was pretty much all of the stuff that was going out there at the whole Battle Royale circle that was going on out in the back of the house. And then Natalie gets out there. We gotta go. We got a booking. We gotta have a house meeting. Y'all bitches better get it on out here and whatnot before we go up and out. Y'all know how Natalie do. She overseeing shit, producing, whatever. Natalie being Natalie. So they go in the house. And she says that she wants to have a meeting with the OGs and whatnot, I guess, before all of the new girls come in, because she want to lay out some ground rules and get some things out and discuss some things or whatever. So, during this meeting, this was nothing but a gang up on fucking Biggie. That's exactly what the fuck this was. Everybody is tired of Biggie's shit. You too fucking big to be on this show fighting and trying to act like you ain't gonna fight no goddamn body. You just want to be cute now and you want some OG shit and whatnot. I feel like you done did your big ones or whatever the case may be. But there have been multiple times we have seen Biggie's crybaby ass not get the fuck out there and fight when somebody called her ass the fuck out. We done seen it at the reunion. We done just seen it when Biggie got called out. Oh yeah, she got called out in the Battle Royale circle and she did not fight. She didn't ride for honor or step in the fights for honor or do shit with her. And they tired of it. The fans see it. The fellow baddies see it. What the fuck is going on? Are you losing the idea of the picture here? You think you bigger than the game? You think you bigger than the production? I don't understand. Because she understands what she's stepping into. Now, at the same time, with that being said, she does have a right, just like Scotty got a right, just like all of them have the right to say, oh, I don't want to fight. I don't want to step in. I think this is a stupid reason. I think I shouldn't do this or whatever. They all got the right to fucking say that. And she even said that when they was all ganging up on her and shit and saying, she said, send me home, send me home, send me home. Okay. Well, we'll think about that. And whenever you do got a lot of people that fuck with you and whatnot, but you saying send me home. Let's see how the fuck if they really do send your ass home, because you ain't really out here producing. You ain't working. Y'all employees on this fucking fight show, and y'all know y'all have a job and what the fuck y'all got to do. So you ducking fades and not riding for your friends and not stepping for motherfuckers calling you out and shit, you're not being a productive employee of the fucking company right now. You're not doing your fucking job. That's what the fuck it looks like. And people are tired of it. So Akbar even was caught in Akbar. Don't even know Akbar even who I'm wondering why the fuck she's even on the show. But she's even like, Biggie, like you gotta like, you people calling you out and shit, and you ain't saying nothing, and you just letting them call you out and making you look like a punk. You're not riding for honor. Like, Akbar had a lot of shit to say to Biggie. She was yelling at her and shit. It was quite, I'm like, wow. And then like, and then Rolly got in it. Rolly started saying, yeah, they all ducking like, yeah, what the fuck? Everybody pretty much had something to say about this new attitude that Biggie is on. I don't know if she thinks she's Scotty, but no, you're not Scotty. You're not. Unfortunately, like, no, like, Biggie do be looking cute. She do. And she keeps herself up very well for a woman of her size and for a woman that has her age. And like for people who appear like that, she makes herself look good every time. I'm not going to knock that from her. But this whole little new prissy, I don't got to fight, I don't have to do this and I don't have to do that. When you are on a fight show and just because you think you an OG, Natalie showed her ass something. We gonna get into that in a second. But so that's pretty much like what was going on during their whole little house meeting. It pretty much was like a little gang up on Biggie. And during the meeting, this is when the new girls came in. So in comes the new girls after all the fighting and all of this shit. So they comes and they sits on the opposite side of the couch. And Natalie starts to talk about like, okay, like everybody get out what, talk about, let's discuss our issues. Not fight, whatever, but everyone discuss their issues or whatever. This is when Summer gets the motherfucking going. Summer had an issue with Anna. Summer had an issue with Ivory. Summer had an issue with the fucking, with the other, who was it? Pretty let Jet. I don't know the girls. Whoever had the fucking pink hair. But she had an issue with her. She had an issue with every fucking body. Everybody was just tired of fucking Summer. She was just in there talking. I can't even give y'all the words for what Summer was saying. She just was going loud, yelling at everybody. Everybody telling her shut up. She just don't give a fuck. Like when I say that girl don't give a fuck, she ain't give a fuck. Even fucking DTB was like, oh my God, now that girl, she don't give a fuck. And it's a little something that I admire about that. And because y'all know DTB do too fucking much too. That's how the fuck she even got her ass on a season 2 of the show, or while we even are still watching her, paying attention to her. So, yeah, man, Summer was just popping her shit, going off on everybody, talking and whatnot. And then she just had one fly-ass motherfucking comment that sent every fucking body the fuck out. So, the John with the pink hair said some shit like, hey, she got her first check, and now she gonna shut the fuck up like she too hyped. Some old shit like that. And then Summer gets the fuck up. She say, they didn't get the wrong bitch some money on my mama. When I say that shit sent, everybody was cracking the fuck up. I was like, yo, I had to run that shit back. Because you felt that shit. On my mama, they gave the wrong motherfucker some money. Like, what? Like, if you come from nothing and you got your fucking check, yeah, you gonna do too fucking much. Yeah, you gonna be hyped, especially when you happy and you want that shit and you come from nothing. Yo, everybody felt that shit. The whole fucking room, whether they ain't like that girl or not, they all was laughing. You seen Tasiki face. Everybody was just like, yeah, that's fucking on my mama. They gave the wrong motherfucker some money. They gave the wrong. That shit, you felt that shit. And even if John Bad Dolly was in the confession, like, yeah, Summer do too much. Don't nobody really got nothing against her, but like, is she annoying or whatnot? But like, she act like just coming from nothing, and like she had like, and I can't even knock, like, I can't knock that. You can't, like, that comment. This Summer Sunday on Baddies. This is Summer's fucking Sunday. She knew what the fuck to do. That ghetto motherfucker that was annoying as fuck. She knew what the fuck to do. And she's doing it. And it's working. It's working for her. Like, I must say, even though she is annoying, I have turned around to, like, actually find her quite entertaining. Like, I want to see what else she's going to do. Wherever she get her ass whooped or not, win, lose, or draw, she's out there in the fucking field. Just like DTB. Like a couple of them motherfuckers. So, that was that. And I found that to be quite entertaining. Summer, you sent everybody with that comment. Yeah, Summer Sunday, let's fucking get it, okay? And then, so after the whole little, like, everybody, like, discussing their meeting, discussing their little issues and whatnot, Natalie proceeds to say that, okay, some of the OGs won't be staying in a house. We've progressed from that, da-da-da-da-da. But I'm going to leave some people that y'all think might be OGs or whatever. Like, they're going to stay in a house with you guys and they're going to, like, oversee things and whatnot. So, like, I'm like, okay. So, immediately, I'm like, okay, so Tank probably staying in the house and DTV probably staying in the house. I did not have an incline to who she's going to say the third person was going to be to stay in the house. But when she turned to her right and said, oh, whatever left, whatever it was, and said, and Biggie, I fucking, she played the shit out of fucking Biggie. Biggie was like, no, not me. I was like, yeah, keep Biggie in the motherfucking house with the new girls. Put her ass in the motherfucking house. Yes, she's acting the fuck like this. Put Biggie in the motherfucking house. She's not staying out with the OGs. Put her in a house. I loved every fucking bit of it. And it's crazy because, like, I find Biggie to be quite entertaining, but, like, this whole little loot act when we know what the fuck we getting into for this show, baby, come on. You gotta earn your fucking keep too. And all this, I ain't gotta do this and I ain't gotta do that. Yeah, send her ass in the old fucking house. Yeah. Put her ass in the house with the fucking newbies, okay? So we're going to see how that turned out. I just felt like Natalie knew what the fuck she was doing. Natalie's tired of that shit too. She knew that was just going to be quite entertaining, and she knew that Biggie was going to be surprised. And, like, baby, you got played. You got played. You with the OGs all the time and shit, and you acting like this way, thinking because you didn't earn your spot, and you. But nah, baby, you still an employee too, who gotta earn a fucking keep, like every fucking body else in the house. Okay? And that's exactly what Natalie did. I'm not even gonna lie, Natalie shady as shit, but that's what the fuck Natalie Nunn does, and always been done it. That's why she's great for TV. And I've always said that about fucking Natalie. She's great for TV. Did her fucking thing with this Baddies show. I fucking cracked the fuck up the entire time last night watching that shit. Because I had just got off work. Sundays is like Ratchet TV Sunday. I watched Baddies and I watched the fucking Cabaret. I'm a new fan of the Cabaret too. But that shit was, I quite entertaining. I know it's mindless. I know I should not be just tuning into this shit. I don't indulge in this shit too much. But when I just need to watch some ratchet shit, or take myself out of my reality for what I have going on in my life, because everything in my reality is all medical based and all studious, and I gotta be this and whatnot throughout the day and whatnot. I can be rugged ratchet Philly nigga watching this shit, okay? And that's what the fuck. It's just like a guilty pleasure. Like, oh my God. But that was pretty much like the bulk of the episode. So the episode ended up going off after that whole little Biggie You're Staying in our house thing, and we proceed to the previews of next week's episode. So next week's episode and whatnot, it's, they partying and whatnot. It looked, typical preview of a Baddies show. So they showed some previews of a couple fights that were going down, or a couple little arguments and things that were going down. You saw people cussing Biggie out again, and Biggie doing her whole little, my heart is on the floor. And maybe she is hurt. I don't want to, if the girl is emotionally unstable or whatever she may be going through, send her prayers, send her love and positivity. Nobody wants nobody to be like, nobody's teasing nobody here. We just being real and giving, talking, spitting facts about what the fuck it is and what the fuck it looks like, whether you don't like it or not. So, versus Emma. So we got to see a preview of the Scotty versus Emma altercation. So it looks like, they were able to get their little one in real quick without security holding nobody back. It looked like Emma rushed Scotty on the preview. But we'll see. We'll see if Scotty had her on. We'll see if Emma fucked her up. We will see. And then Jayla and Lex called Jayla out again in the next episode. And it doesn't look like they got into anything. No fight. Jayla ain't run up. It was nothing. It's given Jayla don't want it with Lex. That's just what it looks like. And then in the end of the preview of the next episode, you see Ivory try to run up on Lex, and it looked like she tried to sneak her on some nut ass shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? We'll see when it comes out. But all I know is Lex, boop, 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 bop, bop, bop. Sorry. Ivory, you not fucking with Lex. I ran that shit back a couple times because I had to see that shit. I'm like, did the Lord John? She tried to run up on, then the Lord John just bop, bop, bop. Ivory, you're not fucking with Lex. You're not fucking with Lex. Like, please stop. I think that Ivory is not satisfied because that she can't get this girl the way that she probably got other girls on Now That's TV. But this one giving you a little run. She little, she pretty, and she doing her fucking thing out there with your thick ass and whatnot. She doing her thing out there. So I'm fucking with Lex. I like the John Big Lex. I think she's pretty. I think she looks like a model. I think that the girl is throwing her hands out there. She ain't ducking. She out. She calling motherfuckers out. And even though she teeny, just like Anna and shit, she holding her own. She doing her thing. So that was pretty much the entire episode of the whole Baddies. Baddies, what is this? Midwest? Yeah, that was the last episode. That was the bulk of the episode that came on last night. And quite entertaining, per usual. Like, I had a good time watching that shit because, like I said, I be needing to just take my mind off of shit sometimes. And just watch some ratchet TV. Because it can just be quite entertaining. It's mindless, ratchet, it's pointless. And I know at some point I'm probably gonna stop this shit because I know just the way my mind works. Why the fuck am I watching this shit? Like, this is like, it's chaos, and it's just like not a good depiction of us as black people and us of the urban community. But it's I can't get enough of this shit right now. So that is that.